This is WNCT 9 on your side, Morning Edition.
Shelters across the east are up and operating this morning, prepared for Hurricane Florence. Details on shelters opening up in Lenoir County. Plus,
this is not going to be, one of those storms that hit and move out to sea. This is going to be, a Mike Tyson punch to the Carolina coast.
time for preparations is running out, and officials say now is the time to hunker down.
And things are getting windy here in Carteret County. We're going to give you the latest on the conditions here in Atlantic Beach.
Mike Hunter's hairstyle there.
Right? We kept telling him the wind is going to pick up before you know it, and
right.
There it is.
There it is.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being up early with us, and thank you for trusting 9 on your side for all your Hurricane Florence coverage.
Absolutely. Our meteorologist Dante Jones alongside Maria Satira and David Sawyer also joining me for your special coverage here. Let's get outside this morning, show the folks what's going on so far. You will probably sleep overnight and maybe just waking up with us. We are still under a hurricane warning and a hurricane watch for parts of eastern North Carolina as well, and a tropical storm watch for that matter too. We get outside here and not only show you the watches but the latest on the storm. This is of the 2 a.m. advisory here. Storm is a category 2. It's weakened, 110 mile an hour sustained winds moving to the northwest at 17 miles an hour. There's a high pressure there that they're looking to see block this storm from eastern North Carolina proper, but it's going to curve it, looks like, into the Wilmington area and probably make landfall sometime on Friday, and then it's going to keep it to the south. That's the official track here from the National Hurricane Center, and it sort of meanders around South Carolina, and because it's a big storm, it still continues to give us rain showers across eastern North Carolina. 72 to 84 is our temperature spread this morning. Cloudy, muggy, and breezy, but quiet for the most part for our inland areas. We got a few showers and thunderstorms that'll come with the outer rain bands as we head towards the afternoon and evening. We'll top out about 84 here for the afternoon. Full check of the forecast, including the latest on Hurricane Florence and the impacts to eastern North Carolina, coming up in the next few minutes. Maria.
Well, this morning, more than 10 million people in 3 states are under storm watches and warnings as we brace for Hurricane Florence. It's now a race against the clock and Mother Nature to get out and get ready. Many coastal communities are already cut off from the mainland. WNCT's team of reporters is covering storm preparations across eastern North Carolina. Let's begin in Carteret County, where a mandatory evacuation remains in place. The bridge to Atlantic Beach is set to close in just a few hours this morning at 7. That's where we find our Connor Kick, who joins us live now. Connor.
Yeah, Maria, well, it just started probably about an hour ago, where the wind has really started to pick up here and the rain has been on and off. Now, this is some of the last chances for residents to get out of here, and as the mandatory evacuation continues here, a lot of people have some things to keep in mind. One of those things is that the Atlantic Bridge and the Emerald Isle Bridge and the Beaufort Bridge, all 3 of those are going to close at 7 o'clock this morning. Now, if you choose to stay, an additional shelter is now open at Newport Middle School. It is pet friendly. This comes after the county's designated shelter in Wake County has reached its capacity. The shelter is pet friendly for dogs and cats, but they must be up to date on their rabies vaccinations.
If you remember Fran and Bertha, they both went in down around Wilmington and Topsail, and we had severe damages here to property damage. Luckily no loss of life, but flooding and all kinds of safety issues, so everybody needs to be vigilant.
Carteret County Emergency Operations will hold a briefing starting at 8 o'clock this morning. We're going to bring you the live and latest from that. We're actually going to be attending there. And one thing to note, if you have not evacuated yet, everything is closed here. Gas stations, stores. So if you don't have enough fuel to get out, there's just not much left at this point. Live in Atlantic Beach, Connor Kick, 9 on your side.
Thank you so much, Connor. Now, as anticipation grows, Red Cross staff in the east are ready to act. In Pitt County, more than 5 general population shelters are open to the public. Staff started preparing cots and sleeping bags for evacuees yesterday afternoon. Officials asked the community to be prepared before coming to the shelters.
Pack items like they would be going away for a brief weekend or a couple of days. Bring a couple pairs of clothing. If they have medications, important papers, bring those items with you.
Pitt County shelters are located at Welcome, Farmville, Ayden, Hope, and E.B. Aycock Middle Schools. In Halifax County, the shelter at Kirkwood Adams Community Center is now closed. An additional pet-friendly shelter opens this morning at 8. That's located at the Dr. Irvin V. Griftian Center at Halifax Community College. Pets which are accepted include dogs, cats, and caged birds. In Lenoir County, 3 shelters will open this morning at 7. They're located at Lenoir Community College, North Lenoir, and South Lenoir High Schools. Lenoir Community College is prepared to hold up to 300 people. Officials say there will be medical personnel as well as 24/7 security provided by campus police and the Kinston Police Department. It's also the only shelter in that area which is accepting pets.
Asked to give your address, phone number, next of kin, those types of things, so that in the worst case scenarios, there's organizations out there that help reconnect families.
The shelters are on a first-come, first-served basis. If an overflow shelter is needed, it'll be at Kinston High School. The construction of several projects in Greenville raises an issue for contractors and residents ahead of Florence. That's why they're taking precautions. For the Taft Development Group, the tower crane at 10th Street is placed in a free spin cycle. It's designed to sustain Category 3 hurricane winds.
We have a foundation there that's about the size and depth of a swimming pool. And what we're going to do is we're going to place it into free spin mode so that there's not a lot of resistance with the wind. It moves with the wind. So it will spin during the hurricane with the wind so that it's just a little bit more free moving.
The student development project is expected to be ready by the fall.